because we only take care of the things we care about. And this song reminds us of some of the wonders of the world, and so we're going to celebrate those wonders as we sing. Here we go, called Bathing in the Glory, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Young kids playing in the skate park, laughter ringing out like freedom bells, painting flowers on the concrete walls around them. There's an old man on a corner, singing and playing his heart out on the sleeve, serenading everyone who passes by. And I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory of it all. I'm bathing in the glory. Oh, I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory of it all. The sunshine pouring down upon me feels like it shines right through me sometimes, touching all the cold and lonely places in my soul, opening my eyes to beauty, opening my mind to wonder, opening my life to the life all around me. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory of it all. I'm bathing, bathing, bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory of it all. My eyes got lost in the starry sky, way out in the swirl of the Milky Way, and the light years and light years of the mystery. Lost like every droplet in the ocean, like every pebble on the sandy beach. I'm lost and I'm at home in the wonders of it all. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory of it all. I'm bathing, bathing, bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory of it all. One more time. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory. I'm bathing in the glory of it all.
Nice.
Light the guitar on fire now. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. This is a song about caring for the earth we love. And we care for it not just for our own well-being, but for the generations to come of humans and other than human life. And so let's sing together, sing for the future that can be if we really give our best for caring for the earth. Here we go. Sing, sing for the children, sing, sing for the children, it lies. The time when the smog doesn't fill up our skies, and carbon dioxide levels don't rise. Sing, sing for the children. 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 Sing for the future that love can bring. When internal combustion's not driving our cars, the fight for the oil isn't fueling our wars. The eagle and dove, not the vapor trail soars. Sing, sing for the children. 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 Sing for the future that love can bring. When the power we need only comes from the sun and the wind and the water from which we all come, through the power of the people, the victory's won. Sing, sing for the children. 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 Sing for the future that love can bring. One more time. Sing, sing for the children. Sing, sing for the children. Sing, sing for the children. Sing for the future that love may bring. Yeah, let's sing one from our hymn book, one we haven't sung for a while. A beautiful one. Oh, beautiful Gaia. Let's sing that together. in the book of Psalms, there's some great songs. Psalms, they are songs too, songs and prayers, reminding us that as we look around us and see the beauty of the trees and the sky and the flowers and the rivers and all the good things, that in their own way, all of creation is singing a song of praise to God. So we're going to remember that as we sing this hymn. It's a song of praise to the Maker.
Let's sing, sing, sing to the Maker too. Lots of music in our service today as we join together in Earth Sunday. Welcome everyone here in the sanctuary, and to those of you joining the live stream today. We are so glad that you're here. Our candles are lit, our pride candles and our Christ candle in this season of Easter, and we invite you to light a candle at home and set this time aside as holy and sacred. Let's take a deep breath in and let it out. And in and out. and in and out. We center ourselves in this time as we connect with one another and with the holy. We're going to begin our time together with what's called a 7 directions prayer. It's a blending of Celtic and indigenous worldviews and spiritualities. And you can do this by bodily moving with me to the directions, or if you're more comfortable sitting and doing it in your mind's eye, or just standing in your pew and imaging it in your mind's eye, that's fine as well. Let's rise in body and spirit as we turn to the east. We turn to the east, the direction of the rising sun, new beginnings, and the element of the warming earth. We thank you, sacred mystery, for how you are revealed through earth, the stardust from which we are made, and the place from which life is seeded and grown, and through the wild mercy of every new morning. We bow to the east in gratitude and honor for this new day. We turn to the south, the direction of the powerful sun in its full force, growing illumination, and the element of fire. We thank you, sacred mystery, for the sun, our guiding light, warming fire, and visible manifestation of the sacred fire within all the earth. And we acknowledge the shadow side of fire, as it can cause destruction. We bow to the south in gratitude and honor for the work of this day. We turn to the west, the direction of the setting sun, of courage and introspection, becoming and belonging, and the element of water. We thank you, sacred mystery, for how you are revealed through the watershed, and for showing us that we too are meant to be held within the flow of the essence of life. We bow to the west in gratitude and honor for another day well lived. We turn to the north, the direction of the sun in times of darkness and the element of air. We thank you, sacred mystery, for how you are revealed through air and breath and wind, that you blow wisdom through the wintertime air like a seed, seeding our storytelling, a seed that will become planted in the coming months of spring. Each breath we take is a blessing from our rooted kin, each breath out a prayer of reciprocity. We bow to the north in gratitude and honor for the cover and quiet of night. Now we reach to the cosmos, the home of the planets, stars, and galaxies, the creative cosmic spiral of the divine spirit who flared all things forth. We honor the sacred light at the core of all the earth, a spark that reminds us we are all kin. We thank you, sacred mystery, for how you are revealed through the dynamics of the universe, diversity and interiority and communion. We expand our reach upwards, remembering and reclaiming our at oneness with all beings in the sacred community of expansive life. We return to the center, to the place where we began. We reach down to the earth, the holy humus from which all planetary life is derived. Here we humbly acknowledge the sacramental nature of our planet. Here we acknowledge that we are each guests upon the lands of host peoples, indigenous communities who have lived upon these lands from time immemorial. We honor and offer gratitude to these host peoples. We thank you, Sacred Mystery, for Earth's energy and nourishment, for the plants, trees, animals, and humans. We acknowledge the inherent dignity of all beings and the divine presence that is made manifest through the earth and all her regulating systems. We bow to the ensouled earth in gratitude and reciprocity. We rise and place our hands on our hearts, honoring the divine spark in our core, the presence of the holy within that honors the holy throughout. We thank you, Sacred Mystery, for your light, your power, your wisdom and guidance that you placed in each of us. Thank you. Now let us join in our response, Turn Me, Earth. Praise the Mother. Oh, we didn't do the centering song before the threshold moment. Okay, let's go back. Sorry about that. Oh, my goodness. And we'll do Praise the Mother. Can you find that there, Betty? Oh, my goodness. It's been, well, it's a new week, but it's been that kind of week. All right, everybody sit down. And a very special message from our moderator for Earth Day.
Friends in faith, we are in a climate emergency. Mother Earth is hurting. The burning of fossil fuels is warming the planet at an alarming rate and causing devastation. We humans are but one strand in a web of life and only one being among many relations. The land and waters are not resources to be exhausted. Serious disruption and harm has been and continues to be caused by colonization and extractivism in the material and the spiritual. We need to be leaders that seek balance, repair relations, and live with respect in creation today and for 7 generations. From April 19th to 26th this year, we're celebrating Earth Week in partnership with For the Love of Creation. This is a national initiative uniting faith bodies to help spark education and action for climate justice. This is a great opportunity to show leadership. It starts with 3 simple steps. We pray to connect with God and God's creation. We learn about the realities and solutions to climate change, and we act by bringing a clear call for leadership to our members of Parliament. If you are praying, learning, or taking action for our planet, your voice deserves to be heard. Visit fortheloveofcreation.ca to pin your Earth Week event to the National Interactive Map. And as a thank you for leading the way, we'll send you 2 free Earth Week t-shirts. Action brings hope and builds momentum. By advocating to your MP or leading your local community, you are making a difference. Visit the website to find out more and get involved. This Earth Week, let's join together for the love of creation.
Did you see the two photos from our folks in Brandon here? Yay! And we should also say it's not just a national gathering of United Churches, it's also an ecumenical program toward the love of creation. So we give thanks for all our ecumenical kin that are joining us this day. Let's rise now in body and spirit. We'll sing Praise the Mother, and then we will go to Turn Me Earth.
We just go into it?
Just like that.
Just like
Here we go. We're into it.
Why not?
2, 3, 4.
Turn me earth to a new sunrise. Turn me into the light of morning. Turn me earth when I close my eyes. Turn me into the night. Turn me earth to the blackbird's trill. Turn me into the light of morning. Round again to the whippoorwill. Turn me into the night. Turn me into the morning light. Turn me into the night. As you're spinning light and dark, turn me into the light of morning. Turn me earth around your star. Turn me into the night. Through the seasons we will go. Turn me into the light of morning. Summer wind and winter snow. Turn me into the night. Turn me into the morning light. Turn me into the night. Mother Earth, your child I am. Turn me into the light of morning. I was born for this dance. Turn me into the night. Round and round the sun we fly. Thank you for this life. Turn me into the night. Turn me into the morning light. Turn me into the night. Turn me into the night. Turn me into the night. Turn me into the night.
All right, you did it. Don't sit down. The spirit and peace of the risen Christ be with you. I invite you now to turn to someone that you did not come with today. Can you put the question up on the screen and share, what do you love most about the earth? What do you love most about the earth? All right, as you wrap up your sharing, I'm going to invite Spirit Kids Club. Luca and Chase and Jaden. Anybody else out there? Come on up. Morning. Hey, Jaden, thanks for coming up during Praise the Mother. I thought about asking you, but I don't always want to put you on the spot. So, I don't think the three of you were here on Good Friday. On Good Friday, as we talked about the story of Jesus and Jesus' suffering on the cross, one of the things I talked about in my reflection was the call for us as people who follow Jesus to be willing to sit with suffering. And once we've done that, to work for ways to change that suffering. Because suffering just for suffering itself really doesn't serve us. And we know that when we suffer, we want to look for ways to relieve that suffering, whatever's causing us suffering, right? Whether it's pain that we have in our body, or whether it's hurt that's been caused by a bully, whatever it is. So today, one of the stories that I talked about was sharing my interest and how much it caught my attention, this documentary from National Geographic about animal migration, incredible animal migrations. And in the short scene that we're going to watch, we're going to see a whale, a humpback whale who made her way on the migration from Alaska to the Hawaiian Islands. And you'll notice immediately, I think, as we see her, that she is not in good health when you look at her body compared to the body of the other humpback that comes along, and it's because she's starving. So let's watch, and then we'll think a little bit more about action we can take.
Some will never find their way home. Another ocean voyager is in trouble. This young female has become tangled in fishing gear. Up to 1 million tons of nets and lines, like this one, are now lost in our oceans each year. The rope is caught around her tongue, and she is starving. So weak, she can barely break the surface to breathe. She can't survive much longer. Predators sense that she is vulnerable. 15-foot long tiger sharks close in. But no whale is ever truly alone. Humpback calls can travel 100 miles through the blue. Another voyager comes to her aid. He slaps his tail to drive off the circling sharks. And then, something never filmed before. He lifts her to the surface. To help her breathe. An extraordinary act of kindness. In her final moments, this weary traveler has a companion.
So one of the things that really caught my attention about that was the empathy, the compassion that that male whale showed for that female humpback. If you see the whole documentary, you'll see that actually he hadn't been traveling with her. He was part of a group of male whales, a pod of whales, that were getting ready to breed with female humpbacks in the area, but he responded to her call. And you should also know, when you watch that, you think, well, why didn't the film crew respond to this poor female whale? Actually, there had been groups out the day before, rescue groups that had attempted to assist her, but they have to be very careful about that, and they weren't able to extract the fishing line from her tongue. I don't know about you, but that's kind of a hard video to watch, but it's a reminder, I think, that even all different animals have care and concern for each other, and I think that we can have care and concern for them. And I know we often feel far away from the oceans, maybe. The Hudson Bay is about as close as we get here, but there are things that we can do to care for our oceans. One of the things that we can do is really to limit our use of plastics. Do you each have water bottles that you use during the week? That's a great way to help the ocean health. There are now, for a couple decades now, there have actually been islands of plastic out in the ocean. We know that a lot of our garbage and our recycling goes out across the ocean to other places. A few years ago, folks in the Philippines were sending pictures to Canada of garbage barges and those cargo containers filled with Canadian trash and recycling stuff. And we're asking us to take care of stuff here. So that's one thing we can do, is limit our use of plastic. Another thing that we can do is remember that all water leads to the oceans, even when we're far away. So we want to be very careful about what we put on our lawns, the kinds of chemicals that we use. It's interesting, I was noticing the other day, I was looking out my window, and this is just about how things impact like the little part of the area where I live. But there were, I couldn't even count them, maybe 50 to 75 birds out in the trees and in the leaves on my yard eating. And I looked through the tree line right next to our house at our neighbor's yard, and he does a couple things differently than me. One, he cleans up all his leaves in the fall, which I don't do. I scatter them, but I don't clean them up. And the other thing that he does is he puts herbicide on his lawn so he doesn't get any dandelions in the summer. And I looked over and I could see all these birds right out in front of me on my lawn. I looked through the trees, and what do you think I saw there? No birds. So that's a great reminder of how what we do, even in our small little home areas, impacts our ecosystem. And even the water, we think about our use of water, how much water we use and what we put in it. And all of that changes our aquifers, and all of that flows to the oceans and is making an impact. We talked about plastic, and we can think about not littering as well. That's really important, and have you seen some of the photos of ocean creatures and other land animals that have been tied up in our garbage? Sometimes they get, especially the birds, they get their beaks caught in those plastic rings that people put on or that manufacturers put on like their soda cans and things like that. Here you could see, obviously there's not much that we can do about like what they're doing in fishing. This was a fishing line that got caught, a part of a net and a line that got caught. But we probably can ask our families, if our families eat seafood and things from the ocean, to look for some of the products that come from sustainable organizations, and maybe find ways to take care of that. And then the last thing that we can do is advocate for ocean health, and there are a variety of ways to do that. I won't talk about them now, but if you're interested, we could follow up with some of the action that's happened through the UN. And there were some really big things made, some treaties made this past summer with protecting certain areas from trawling and things like that. So today on this Earth Sunday, we're just thinking about some of the ways that we can take care of the earth. We're thinking about the ways we're remembering that we are part of the earth, and we're thinking about actions that we can take together to make a difference in our world. Let's stand up, and we're going to sing our song of response to this time, Like a Rock. We'll sing it through 2 times.
Before.
may go to Spirit Kids Club or to sit with your families. Hey, thanks for, some of you painted the mural last weekend, right? I forget who was in the photo in the youth room. Looks pretty cool. Thanks for doing that with Brittany. Did I post if I haven't posted a picture on Facebook, I'm going to do that soon. All right, Laura's going to come up, I think, and read our scriptures for today.
A reading from Psalm 16 in reupholstered psalms, ancient songs sung new by Greg Kennedy, Society of Jesus. Protect me, my God, like Greenpeace did the whales. Put your body between my long, soft side and their explosive harpoons. The former kicks I got from buying and driving are gone. Never again will I worship cars and blowhard retail outlets. My lips won't whistle jingles slyly devised to stick to the roof of my mind. Creator, now you are my vehicle and destination, my store and my credit card. In you, I can spend myself forever without debt or waste. With you, I party without financial hangover. You raise my consciousness. Cheap goods now look bad on me, their thin gold veneer chipped and showing the rust of rivers poisoned and the pools of human labor dispersed. With you, no more headaches and consumer withdrawals. A happy freedom creeps over me, tickling a laughter I forgot I owned. Suddenly content with what I have, I take your joy into my arms. Here ends the reading. From the Gospel of John, we are familiar with the early Christian hymn, "In the beginning was the Word." During the first 4 centuries, members of the Christian community often translated the Greek word logos as sermo, meaning conversation. In 1516, the Catholic reformer Erasmus reintroduced this translation to Protestant and Catholic reformers during the Renaissance. Now, once again, Christian scholars are recovering this translation as we seek to respond to our current earth crisis. A reading from John 1, verses 1 to 5. In the beginning, there was the conversation. The conversation was in God's presence, and the conversation was God. The conversation was present to God from the beginning. Through the conversation, all things came into being. And apart from the conversation, nothing came into being that has come into being. In the conversation was life, and that life was humanity's light, a light that shines in the darkness, a light that the darkness has never overtaken. Here ends the reading.
I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Not an invitation to sleep. Close your eyes and picture the place you call home. Not just the building or the structure, but the trees and the land around you, the birds and the bees. Picture your neighborhood in your mind's eye. The air and the ground beneath your feet. Now imagine all of it is not as separate pieces or objects, but as a web of relationships. Instead of seeing a cedar over here, an elm there, a robin and a blue jay there, an earthworm in the soil, you begin to sense how everything is connected. The land, the water, the sky, all a part of one shared system. Now bring that awareness to yourself, to your body. Find your feet rooted into the ground like the trees around you. Think about your veins and arteries as part of the same flow as the rivers and streams. Your breath mirrors the leaves in the trees, taking in and releasing air in a shared rhythm. Your life stretches across time, connected to those who came before you. You place your hand on your heart. Your heart carries those connections, holding your ancestors as part of who you are. Now, as you sit with this image, it might start to feel overwhelming, but hopefully in a good way. There's so much life, so much connection, so much interdependence. Now shift your attention from seeing to listening. Imagine that everything around you is in conversation. The birds calling, the wind moving through the branches, even the quiet presence of stones and soil, all of it communicating in its own way. In that moment, something begins to change. The more than human world, the plants, animals, and the elements around you no longer feel like subjects to observe. You begin to see them as relatives, as kin. You may even start to notice relationships you didn't realize you had before. And it raises a question. What else is here that you haven't seen or heard? Now open your eyes. This kind of exercise and awareness can lead to a powerful realization that you are not alone. You are not separated from the rest of the place you call home, from your ecosystem and watershed. You are part of it and a part of the relationship of beings around you. And more than that, you're not just observing the web of life, you're invited into it. You're a part of this ongoing conversation. That's part of what Earth Week 2026 is about. Taking the time to reconnect, to pray, to learn more about the realities of climate change, and to take action, not just in abstract ways, but in ways that show leadership for the care of the communities that we're part of, and that call our leaders to do the same. But before action comes relationship. Before we protect something, we really have to care about it. Before we can care deeply, we have to know it, not just intellectually, but personally. There's a perspective that frames all of this in a meaningful way. The idea that at the core of everything is not just existence, but relationship. And one way of expressing it comes from that alternative translation that Laura read for us. In the beginning was the conversation, and the conversation was God. A few of you know that I've been engaged in a year-long program in the Wild Earth Seminary, and it's very much about creating these sense of connections. And I could tell you about conversations that I've had with a trembling aspen in the Brandon Hills that invited me into a dance. I could tell you about a chickadee, my holy other, who landed on my head one day to get my attention and provide some healing. I could tell you about a conversation with a blue jay, a conflicted conversation, we might say, which ended with him spitting a crabapple out of his mouth at me. If you think that sounds crazy, you should hear from the 60 or so other folks engaged in this program that meet on a weekly basis. When we first started in September and October, and we were going through and beginning these conversations, we admitted to one another that often when we were around, we were hoping that no one was looking, no one was watching, no one was paying attention as we were having these holy moments. And most of us said, I feel kind of strange. And yet, over the last few months, that conversation has deepened in all of us. This idea of the conversation suggests that the divine isn't just static or distant, but dynamic, a living exchange, a back and forth of conversation, of connection and creativity. This conversation is what brings everything into being, what connects everything, and what keeps everything moving into the future. And it includes everything, not just humans, but the entire cosmos. So if that's true, then the whole earth is participating in that conversation. Maybe some of you have been to the concerts at BU where people have actually been playing their plants and doing duets with them as they amplify the conversation that the plant is having with the room. We know that the forests and the rivers and the animals, even the unseen systems that sustain life, they're all part of this conversation, and so are you. Some people explore this idea in very tangible ways by spending time in nature and listening and learning differently. It might mean paying close attention to a particular tree, noticing how it moves and responds to the seasons. It might mean observing migratory birds and sensing the patterns in how they interact with you and with their environment. Sometimes these experiences can feel strange, but they can also deepen within you. Now, most of us don't fall in love with the whole planet, but with a particular place that we call home. That's why we did that little opening exercise. And we're finding as we think about our homes that both scientifically and spiritually, that this connection and this conversation is at the heart of everything. Climate change has made it clear to us that what happens in one area on the earth affects the whole. But knowledge, we know, isn't enough to inspire change. People often say we won't save what we don't love, and we can't love what we don't truly know. So we seek to fall in love with our own places where we reside, with a patch of land, a river, a strand of trees, a familiar sky. That's where our care begins. And here's another invitation. Consider how you might deepen this relationship with the place you call home. Maybe that shows up in your prayer life, or how you spend time outside, or in daily choices. Maybe it means creating your own rituals, like that 7 directions prayer that help you stay connected. You might even experiment with the idea of joining the conversation by being present and attentive and open to what the natural world expresses around you. Because when you start to experience life in this way, not as separate objects or pieces, but as a living conversation, it can shift how you see everything. It can change how you understand the divine, how you relate to others, and how you move through the world. At its core, it's really about remembering something very simple and yet profound. You belong here. You are part of this web of life, and your presence, your awareness, and your care all matter. Thanks be to God. Amen.
Good morning. There's a movement happening that I believe is really important and we all need to know about. It's called the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty. Kairos, an ecumenical movement for ecological justice and human rights, whose justice commitments reach back over 40 years, is asking us to look at this treaty and endorse it. Why? Well, let's watch this 2-minute video for some hints.
Connections nourish us. It's what makes us human. They tie us to the land, to the air we breathe. But the climate crisis is threatening the very fabric of life.
Extreme weather, massive floods, temperatures soaring.
Thousands of people have been evacuated.
100,000 people have been evacuated.
And the culprit? Fossil fuels. We know they're poisoning our world. But instead of phasing out fossil fuels, many governments are ramping up. And it's time to quit.
Oil is now flowing through the Trans Mountain Pipeline expansion.
Work will begin to extract crude from the Rosebank oil field.
We need an exit ramp off the highway to climate.
We need a new plan. We need a fossil fuel treaty. A global call to
stop the expansion of fossil fuels.
Phasing out fossil fuels to adjust the equitable transition.
We've stopped weapons of mass destruction before.
And today, a new historic treaty has been signed.
With a stroke of a pen. And we can do it again. Wealthy nations must move first and fastest. And other nations are already leading the way.
This treaty is imperative and monumental.
We can no longer wait.
No hay otro camino.
To face down coal, oil, and gas.
Communities have stepped up, championing a movement all over the world. It's the connections we hold dear and that we're striving to protect that will ultimately save us. After all, we can't help it. It's what makes us human. Protect what you love.
So let's take a closer look. What does the treaty ask for? The treaty has 3 pillars: stop the expansion, phase out the use of fossil fuels, and start a just transition to renewables. Right now, governments around the world have plans to expand and produce 120% more fossil fuels than our climate can tolerate, according to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. The expansion plans currently in process will take the world past the 3 degrees of warming that could well challenge the ability of humanity to survive. Creation is groaning, Romans 8:22. Daily, weekly, monthly, we see, sense, and hear about creation's suffering. These unsustainable actions have led to the current climate crisis and loss of biodiversity while increasing human suffering. First, we need to stop expanding the drilling, mining, and fracking of fossil fuels. This means no new pipelines, no more opening up lands that are off limits for development, no opening or reopening coal mines in places like Alberta. Stop expansion. Once we've stopped the new projects, we need to start phasing out existing coal, oil, and gas projects. This phasing out needs to be fair. The countries that have received the most benefit from fossil fuels, and therefore usually have the most money, historically are most likely the ones that have the highest emissions per capita. These countries, including Canada, can help lead the transition and need to provide financial and technical help to countries around the world who haven't had the advantage of the cheap energy. We know we can't just shut down these projects. The situation in Cuba drives that home real clearly. So a planned, fair, and safe transition needs to be put in place as we are phasing out fossil fuels. We need to be transitioning into renewables, and we need to do it in such a way that no one is suffering. Heavily indebted nations, those dependent on fossil fuel for most of their energy, need fair timelines, finance, and support. So to reiterate, the treaty calls for a halt to further fossil fuel development, a gradual phase out of existing use, and a transition to renewable energy sources aided by nations who have gained most from fossil fuel extraction and use. Stop, phase out, transition, all in a way that is fair, fast, and forever. So why do we need this treaty? Isn't that what the Paris Accord is for? The Paris Accord, although a great step toward addressing climate change, and the first climate accord to have countries around the world sign on to, is structured to set up a temperature limit of 1.5 degrees Celsius and has no mechanism for how to transition away from fossil fuels. It allowed countries to set their own targets. It allowed countries to set their own targets, which then they continually do not meet. Initiated in 2015 at COP21, the Paris Accord doesn't even mention fossil fuels. In fact, no COP meeting since then or before then has ever mentioned fossil fuels. It was hoped that the Paris Accord would provide a framework for transparency, accountability, and work toward ambitious targets. Almost every nation in NATO has signed on to the Paris Accord, but it hasn't accomplished what was hoped for. In fact, the idea of the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty grew out of COP21, that same meeting that came up with the Paris Accord, when they realized that it wasn't going to help us as a global society get to where we need to be. A fair and just phase out of fossil fuels will help us build a more peaceful world. Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, as well as the ongoing genocide in Palestine, the illegal war in Iran, and the crisis in Cuba have exposed the undeniable intersections of the climate crisis, fossil fuel, and war. This is nothing new. For decades, fossil fuels have shaped and prolonged conflicts around the world. These same fossil fuel-powered conflicts accelerate climate breakdown. Fossil fuel extraction is implicated in civil wars and separatist movements, as well as human rights violations. A fair and just phase-out of fossil fuels will be part of any strategy for building a peaceful world. We have to create peace in order to cut global emissions. A fair and just phase-out would improve public health, give us better air and water quality, improve our economy, and give us new and better jobs, mitigate extreme weather events, and preserve biodiversity. So what do we want from you? This is a fossil fuel treaty so far signed by 16 countries, supported by civil society, science, business, and that this treaty could provide the framework that's needed to actually tackle the root cause of the climate crisis and make available the financial and technological support needed for a fair and fast global transition. There are over 140 cities on 6 continents and over 30 countries who have signed on, over 400 health institutions, 11 indigenous nations, trade unions representing more than 35 million workers, over 3,000 scientists and academics, and over 1 million individuals. 624 faith institutions have signed on. Will we be one more? If you want to sign on as an individual, you can Google the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty, and you'll find the site, click on Endorse the Fossil Fuel, drop down, and yada, yada, yada. You can do it on your own. Colombia and the Netherlands are co-hosting the first conference on transitioning away from fossil fuels next week from April 24th to the 29th. For 3 decades, global climate negotiations have focused on managing the symptoms of the climate crisis. This is the first conference that will be focusing on the solutions that will get us off fossil fuels in a fast, fair, and financed way that will support workers and communities, strengthen energy sovereignty, and stabilize economies. If you want more information, you can just look up on Kairos. They have all you need. There's links to the actual treaty, the website for the treaty. So let's be part of the hope that comes with action and use our superpowers to encourage our governments, our friends and our neighbors, every organization that we are part of, to endorse this treaty. Do it for you, do it for your family, do it for your community, do it for all the generations to come. Thank you.
Thanks, Madeline. And I know the council will take up this conversation and possibility for action at our meeting on Tuesday night. So we give thanks for Madeline's background work on that. Let's respond by joining in our song, Where the Green Will Rise Again, number 157, and then let us sing. And let's remain seated as we join in song. As we join together in the prayers of the people, we want to lift up Kathy and Todd Ward. Kathy's mother died recently, and so prayers for them. Kathy's also retiring after a long career at the health center, and we celebrate that. So prayers for Kathy and for Todd in this time of grieving. The celebration of life for Arnold Grambo is here tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. with lunch to follow, and we invite you to come and join us as we celebrate Arnold's life and join together with his family. We also raise our prayers in our congregation for those who are in need of healing, especially those undergoing treatment for cancer and those who are researching possibilities for treatment. Let us join together in prayer. Sacred mystery, may we live in the knowledge that we are of the earth, from the earth, and returning to the earth. Tree of life, rise up in us, rooting us deeply in the ground and inviting us to extend our branches far into the sky. Spirit that rises like bread. Knead us into the shape you desire and allow us to be nourishment for others. May the blessings of the earth be upon us. May its taste, smell, and touch remind us of the abundance of God. Now we pray in the name and the way of Jesus, praying, Eternal Spirit, Earth Maker, Pain Bearer, Life Giver, Source of all that is and that shall be, Father and Mother of us all, loving God in whom is heaven. The hallowing of your name echo through the universe. The way of your justice be followed by people of the world. Your heavenly will be done by all created beings. Your commonwealth of peace and freedom sustain our hope and come on earth. With the bread we need for today, feed us. In the hurts we absorb from one another, forgive us. In times of temptation and test, strengthen us. From trials too great to endure, spare us. From the grip of all that is evil, free us. For you reign in the glory of the power that is love, now and forever. Amen. Called by earth and sky, number 135 in more voices. Let's rise in body and spirit as we sing.
This is our sacred name.
kin, deep peace of the running wave to you, deep peace of the flowing air to you, deep peace of the quiet earth to you, deep peace of the shining stars to you, earth and all her kin with you, deep peace of the gentle night to you, deep peace of Christ, light of the world to you, deep peace of Christ to you. Amen. Just a few announcements. Cease is going to come up to the pulpit. Melita Church is having their closing ceremony today at 3 p.m., followed by a lunch, and you all are invited to join them. That's at 3 p.m. today at Melita United Church. I'm sad I can't make it. I've got a funeral, but they wanted to put out a special invitation to you to come and join them and stay for the supper. There are lots of Earth Day actions happening this week. You can find them in our email news. Thanks to our partners. Lots of things happening this week, so check out that information and participate. Cease is still on 2 legs after all the work this week. My goodness.
Well, good morning, and it is a good morning. We had a wonderful garage sale again. We had more customers than ever, and all of them, or most of them, were very happy, and that really, you could feel it in the air. They were so happy to be there, and they were telling us that as well. They enjoy coming here so much for the garage sale. We wish we could get some of them out at church, but maybe. Anyway, I want to thank all the volunteers who helped with the sale, of course, and we had over 40. That's the most we've ever had in volunteers. It was wonderful. I want to thank to all who brought food donations and snacks for our crew and those who made the chili. As you know, we all like to eat here, and you can tell by looking at me, so that was good too. And the scouts were here. They were a great help. You know, they carry all the heavy boxes out for us, and whenever they come, we really appreciate it. I want to thank the truck drivers that helped through the week picking up items for the sale, and all those who helped deliver the leftovers to Mennonite Central. And believe it or not, there wasn't a lot left because we sold a lot of items. I want to especially thank a few people. You know, Kendra in the office goes above and beyond for us. She's just doing so much. And you know, she's always got to jump up and run to the door when the bell rings. I hope we can take some money and get her a buzzer from inside. And I know that, and Chuck, I want to also thank Chuck, because he does lots of extras too, so we need to be aware of that. That's a great help. And also, Bernie came through with lots of interesting items, so we must thank Bernie's buyer, because a lot of it doesn't sell, and we get to sell it. And also, I had stated that there were at least 40 volunteers for the garage sale, and you know, Norm stated that this was his 40th garage sale, so we want to give Norm a big hand. I'm not going to put in that much time because I don't want to end up looking like Norm. So. And I was so happy with how it all went that I was thinking it over, and I thought, you know, today I'm going to be nice to Craig. I'm so happy. He should be pleased with that. And I want to also mention that we're going to have a silent auction in about a week's time, So if you would bring your items this week to the office, and then we'll get them set up and get that going, and that will bring us in a little more money. And, oh, I guess you want to know how we did. Yes. Well, we took in, you better sit down, I guess you are anyway, $4,541.25. But Barry was saying he helped with accounting. He said that there was a mistake. So we found 10 cents more. There's a bit more money to come in, and we'll put that into the silent auction because it's somewhere for it to go. And we are about, well, we're $130.25 ahead of ourselves from the fall. So we did good. Thanks to everybody.
Thanks, Cease. And you were so well organized that your volunteers were out of here by 2:30 on Friday. It was great. I think Bernie wanted to make an announcement about the concert coming up. And yeah, the good news is, Cease, that amount can pay for Bernie's salary too. So we're in good shape. Bernie,
that's great. So,
take it away.
I do have to give a hats off to the garage sale committee. Not even on our busiest day at the Green Spot is it as busy as what it was yesterday. There was a traffic jam on 17th Street, and you couldn't get in the 17th door, and the auditorium was packed, and I had to come back and get a few things. So, Norm, as I was, and Art, I think, was at the cash. Anyway, I did pick up a couple things, so you can add $7 to your total, because I thought, I'm not staying here. I got to get out. So, add $7 to your total. Anyway, I say all this because now you've got rid of all your small coins, your loonies, toonies, $5 bills, some 10s, I think, disappeared. So you've left all your big bills for this coming Sunday evening, which is our choir concert. And as you know, that's our fundraiser also, so we expect to see some of that, but we'd love to have you next Sunday evening, so that's April 26th at 7, right here at Knox. We're going to treat you to a trip around the world. Our presentation is called Destinations, so we're going to take you to several cities and countries around our fine world. And we've got some exciting tunes to sing to you. And there's going to be all of these people, and Noise is going to join us, and we've got a few guests coming. I think it's going to be a fun evening. We're not quite as well rehearsed as we should be by this time, but I'm going to take full responsibility for that. We didn't start early enough. So as I said, this is our fundraiser. It's free will because we don't want you to feel limited to just the $20 that would be typical. So it's going to be a fun evening, and we look forward to seeing you. Thanks.
Thanks, Brian. Let's go out with joy. The trees of the field will clap their hands.